Hi, it's me again, and in this video I will give us 67 myths, so leave a sub, a like, and let's get started. The cube jumps higher on different speeds. And as you can see, it's true, it's like a half of a block higher on 4x speed than 1x speed. If you scale down a block to 0.5 size and you are big size, not mini, and you are in platformer mode, you can face front the block like it isn't even there. And as you can see, it really works. I really didn't expect that. Geometry Dash is the best game, and in my opinion, it's true. I have over 3000 hours in this game, and in my opinion, it's the best game I have ever played. You cannot beat a demon difficulty level without getting 92%. This probably refers to the Vortex. There are a lot of videos on YouTube where he dies at 92%. Unfortunately, this is not true, because my hardness, which is exactly, my biggest fail was 71%. If you activate default mini icon in gameplay option and use a mini swing copter in a level, it will appear as mini cube. So, default mini cube, and let's see. And as you can see, unfortunately, it's not true. There was once an easy level that was rated 9 stars. And yes, it is true. This level is still in Geometry Dash and is called Luster. There is also a normal level which also has 9 stars, and this is probably because this level was previously Easy Demon and was changed to this. Bloodbath has more downloads than the Nightmare, and that's true because at this point the Nightmare has 141 million downloads and Bloodbath has 141.5 million downloads. Stone 618 is humanly possible, you just have to try. Is that even possible? Yes, it is possible, you just have to try. If you create this structure with 2 teleport portals and a black orb inside, and you are as a UFO in platformer mode, you can achieve unlimited speed. And as you can see, when I click on the black orb, the UFO is constantly accelerating, reaching unlimited speed. Some levels are rated auto, but are not automatic. And this is true. For example, the level called Gias. This is the most disliked level due to its gameplay, which looks like recent top final boss. But why is it rated as auto if it isn't automatic? This is because in earlier versions of Geometry Dash, there was no auto rate, and there were levels rated 1 star as easy. And when wrapped about auto rate, the 1 star easy levels change to auto. The game can feel your frustration from the microphone and increases the difficulty if you scream. Okay, I don't know how you figured that out, but let's check it out. Ah! Okay, and as you can see, nothing changed. Wait, what the fuck? The most stars you could get from one level was 127, and you probably think that is not true, but it is. Once upon a time, a hacker broke into the game system and hacked the levels, giving them 127 stars. In Hexagon Force, there is a secret way. All you have to do is skip the big portal and jump the minicube between 2 souls. Additionally, you need to make sure that the main icon is not inverted. So I skipped the big portal, but jumping between those 2 souls was so hard that I had to switch the game to 60 FPS. But I finally managed to do it, and it's true. There is a glitch. If you are on practice mode and you turn on hitboxes and go from the mirror portal, the hitboxes turn off. So let's see, and this actually works. If you complete the level without jumping, you will receive a secret icon. To check it out, I will beat the autoplay arena. Okay, and it's not true. Every single mythic level has their name shown in the level in some way. So at the moment I'm recording this, there are 40 of them. And it's true, the most of these names are on the end screen. If you do the combination of Shift plus Enter plus B, the explorers will appear in the main level. So Shift plus Enter plus B. And it will appear. I don't see explorers there. Wait, what? Dash is the only main level that doesn't have these lines. To check it, I had to beat all the main levels, but luckily it wasn't that difficult, because most of the links appear at the very beginning of the level. And it's true, every end is a bad level, and that's not true. This level is all about spikes and blocks, and it still looks really good. I have met many people who say that moderators rate the level, but this is not true. The only person who can rate a given level is Roblox. If you turn on the start mode switcher and you go to dash, 10 start modes will appear. And it is true, it is possible that it was a small oversight on the part of the Roblox. In the GD logo, the word geometry is slightly brighter than dash. So, on the left is the color with the word geometry, and on the right is the color with the word dash. And I see a small difference, and it is true. There is one singular spike missing in base after base. And it's true, the missing spike is at 11%. GD is the 64th element on the periodic table. And I don't know how someone came up with that, but that is true. Night Circus used to be a daily level, and that's true. Just like Tartarus used to be a weekly demon. and that's an April Fool's joke from RobTop. Theory of Everything 2 has a quadruple spike, and this is not true, and it most likely came from the remake of this level, which has a quadruple spike. The beginning of the Bloodlust extension has the inscription "It is not over." And it is true, it might have been a small typo. Bloodbath has more weekly victories than Supersonic, and that's true, but most of them are rather hacked completions. So it's not true. If you change your icons to RobTops, your hitbox is 5 pixels smaller, and I don't even have to check it, because it's not true. At this point, no icon causes you to have smaller hitboxes. On that 2.2 background, if you scroll all the way at the top, there is a Mario reference. 3 cubes are facing you, while in Mario there are 3 creepy guys watching you when you look up at the precise place. I was looking for it on the internet and unfortunately I couldn't find it, so for now it's not true. If you scroll through all main levels 3 times, it will give you a coin. No, there is no way this will work. Wait, it really works! What? If everyone subscribes me now, I will reach 10,000 subs by the end of March, and that's true. Subscribe! Chopstep has a 1 in 34 billion chance of beating it, and to check this, I have to count all the Clubstep monsters that can kill you in Chopstep, and add the number 1/2 to the power of the number of these Clubstep monsters. So, there are 35 Clubstep monsters in Chopstep, and this is true, because 1/2 to the power of 35 is about 34 billion. Orbit was rated as a hard demon, and this is true, because RobTop only rates whether the level is a demon or not, and the basic demon is hard, so all rated demons were probably hard demons to begin with, and only then the difficulty of a given demon is selected. You can beat Eon in just 749 clicks, and this is true, because at 25% of the level there is a secret rate that makes it possible. If you die 999 times, a hidden message appears, and to check it, I used Speedhack 1000 and died 999 times on Stereo Madness, and I didn't receive any mysterious information. If you die 2 times on the first jump of Polar Guys, the hidden message will appear. And this is true, just if you don't click the dash orb in Finger Dash, a message will also appear. You cannot become top 1 in stars, and this is true, because the players who have the most of them obtain them among other things by completing daily and weekly levels twice, because if you complete a daily level and search for it in the resource tab, it will be incomplete. RobTop's hardest demon is Future Fang, and I don't know if it's true, because I never found any recording of this completion, and RobTop has 1 hard demon on his account, according to statistics. So for now, it's an unexplained myth. The most expensive shopkeeper is the mechanic, and to check it, we have to count all the prices in the shop. So in the regular shop, it is 108,000 orbs, in the scratch, it is 131,000. In the community shop, it is 316,000 orbs, and in the mechanic, it is as much as 378,000 orbs. So this is true. Update 2.2 took longer to make than all the updates from 1.0 to 2.1, and this is true, because RobTop made the updates from 1.0 to 2.1 in about 1,200 days, and he made update 2.2 for over 200 and 500 days. Map packs are garbage. In my opinion, this is the biggest piece of shit RobTop has ever created. They are so frustrating that I broke my keyboard while playing them. There is an anti-cheat in Limbo, and it's true, because if you pass while selecting key, you die and a Minecraft with laser eyes appears on the screen. If you click on the geometry that logo 50 times, a secret message will appear. It's not true. Tomal is trying to jump from Theory of Everything 2 to Tidal Wave, and they have the level in the 3 runs so far. And it's true, this player's name is Herx, and almost his entire channel is focused on this jump. Okay, I'm sorry to say that, but actually we can't get all achievements, and this is not true, because we can't unlock all icons, but we can unlock all achievements. Another myth is from my YouTuber Radiura. He says that in the level Artificial Ascent there is a and it's true, but I can't show it in the video because I can get a yellow dollar for it. There is a secret shopkeeper in Geometry Dash, and it's true. All you have to do is click on the regular shopkeeper a few times. Chopstep 90% is not real, and I have no idea how to check that. So you can explain it to me in the comment, but for now, it is an unexplained myth. In update 2.208, RobTop accidentally leaked Explorers, and this is not true. There are many factors that contribute to this, such as gameplay or rotating blocks in the background. Geometry Dash is the hardest game in the world, and in my opinion, it is true. And I know that many people will probably write to me that OSU or ETOH is harder, and in my opinion, ETOH has a greater potential to be harder than Geometry Dash due to the rotating camera, but so far, in my opinion, Geometry Dash has the largest skill gap between the easiest and hardest levels. There is only one platformer level that has more dislikes than likes, and it's true. This level is called Really Fun Baseball, and as you can see, it's not that fun, so it is banned from Uber, and it's not true. It probably came from the video Fun Facts about every top 100 Geometry Dash player by Zeronium, but I didn't see anything in the video about Zoe being banned from Uber, so it's just really well made clickbait. Everyone probably knows this already, but it wasn't true that 2x2 would be released in October 2023. It was very sad when it turned out that it wasn't. The most liked unrated level is Ferran Flu 2. It has over 1.7 million likes, and it's true. Actually, the longest verification was Succubus Circus, and that is true. Silent Clubs was verified for about 7.5 years, while Succubus Circus almost 10 years. Sorry for the mistake. Doggy Stream 283rd has a 10 on IMDb. This makes it the highest rated piece of media above Ozymandias and iShowspeed's early stream. And it is true. On this stream, Doggy did 5 griffer attempts and 2 tacos. The Golden Dandelion has the same abbreviation as Geometry Dash. The Dandelion GD, Geometry Dash GD. You know. After Orbit was placed in top 5, Limbo is now in 51st place. And this is unfortunately true. I still remember when Bloodhound was top 1 and top 1s were at least achievable for new players. If you go to the search bar, the game changes its icon, and this is not true. If you wait an hour, something kinda will appear on the main game screen. So I turned on the speed hack 1000 times and waited 4 seconds, and nothing appeared. And while we're on the topic of speed hack, if you use the fastest speed hack, you can open daily chests every few seconds. And this is not true, it doesn't change the wait time. This fan did me 1000 times too. It's true, this man probably has nothing to do with his life. There has actually been bigger flukes than the Erebus one. And this is true because no Erebus is 75th and some guy made Redeemer, which is now 666. Trick Big Slaughterhouse over 160 times. And according to my sources, it is true. These will really are robots. There is a Plantera wipe in Geometry Dash, and it is true. It is a reference to Terraria in which there is such a boss. Heaven and Hell is the worst rated level. And in my opinion, it's not true. In my opinion, the worst rated level is 1 by Cody. Bloodbath is the most downloaded level, and it's not true. Outer Space has 2 million more downloads. The Zoink said N-word on stream, and it's true, but I can't show it due to the demonetization. Player 2 is the best channel, and it's true, so leave a thumbs up and subscribe!